I am watching you, rodent.
What's that supposed to mean?
It is common knowledge that rodents hoard nuts, stolen technology, units.
Okay. First off, I ain't a hoarder, nor a rodent.
I know you have a stash hidden aboard this ship. Fetch it, now.
There ain't nothing to fetch. Groot blew our stash on Contraxia, and the rest I gave to Quill and Gamora for the DAS quarantine zone access code.
A likely story. Peter Quill, tell the rodent that his selfishness endangers us all.
Rocket, we could really use any extra units you have.
How do I gotta spell it out for you? I don't got no units!
Fair enough.
You believe his lies?
Oh, I ain't lying. Now why don't you leave me alone and bother someone else instead?
I intend to.
What do you want, Quill? If you're looking for units, check your own room.
Open this door! I know you are in there, sentient tree! Do not think that I...
So are you?
You cannot hide behind this door forever!
Drax, let it go! Nobody's stashing units!
We shall see!
Thanks for telling him. So, you here to talk, or you just want a gear upgrade?
You're not still upset, are you?
It'd be a lot better if we didn't have 3 cycles to pay a fine.
Hey, remember that time on Conlar? With the Badoon and that really hot Ascavarian girl?
Yeah, her buddies would have spaced your stupid Hume butt if me and Groot hadn't busted in.
I had things under control, mostly.
Ha! Too bad you're broke, Quill. I should be charging you for all the times we saved you.
Name one other time you saved me.
Contraxia, Nowhere, Paramitar, Ceres, Contraxia again, Malador...
Okay, so I owe you. Big.
I should have turned you in for Yondu's bounty. Sure as Scott wouldn't be scrounging for units to pay off your Nova girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. But admit it, you like being a Guardian of the Galaxy.
Still on the fence about the brand name, but keeping the Milano as collateral was a pretty smart move.
Never agreed to that.
If you'd rather I turn you in.
Don't worry. I know you put a lot into this team. I'll make it up to you.
You better.
Peter Quill, order the tree to open this door. I am certain that the rodent has hidden a stash of units within the latrine. He must have asked his well-meaning accomplice to retrieve the sum and hide it from us.
All right. I'll check on him and tell you if he's doing anything weird.
Acceptable.
Groot, you okay in there? Think you could open the door for a minute? Is that my toothbrush? Great. Now I need a new toothbrush.
Any units I uncover will go directly to you, but I am unsure the others will do the same.
So, you're taking the whole find the units thing pretty seriously.
It is a serious matter.
Yeah, I totally get it. We're all afraid of going back to prison.
I am not afraid of going back to prison.
Oh, good. Because I'm not either, mostly.
In the kiln, I was surrounded by criminals, murderers, and thieves. They taught me a harsh lesson. Assassins and bounty hunters cannot be trusted.
Okay. Wow. Don't you think maybe you're calling the kettle black?
I have not mentioned kitchenware.
It's an Earth thing. What I mean is, you're a convicted mass murderer. I used to be a pirate. We're not exactly upstanding citizens.
You and I honor our word. I cannot say the same for the others.
You could be wrong, Drax. You won't know until you give them a chance.
We will see.
Hey, Gamora.
You're supposed to knock.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be looking for money.
I did.
And?
I don't have any.
Also, what's with the dolls?
Do you value your life?
Is that a trick question? Okay, yes, mostly I value my life.
Good. Then pretend like you saw nothing and get out.
See you in the lounge?
Out.
Got it. Hey, Bluebird, you copy? I know you think I sold you out, and... Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? What's a bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udanta, leader of the Ravagers space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were, and they also weren't. The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Ryder and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse. Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, because I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. The Chitauri have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long. I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in that snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a bucket load of units too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Well, well, well. Let's see if we can find some stray units in here. Really?
37 units?
We appear to be 8,963 units short. If we intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill,
I know. We clearly need a plan.
and reconsider my initial proposal.
Oh, no, not Fin Fang Foom again.
Yes, we should go after Fin Fang Foom.
Drax, there are easier ways to get paid. Like, what about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on. You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always there.
Holding out on
My
us, Quill.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble, and you can't be bothered to make no
Set course
sacrifice.
for the Mocking
I will
Star system,
sacrifice your head.
and take us to the majestic mountains of
mature.
Kakarot.
Guys! I think we should hear out Groot for once.
He says we should combine both ideas.
Sell Gamora's trinkets to Fin Fang Foom. It is brilliant.
Yeah, you know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster. He's not. He's the sweetest, most... I am Groot. No, you don't. This ain't something you can pretend. Oh, yeah? You want monster? I'll show you monster!
Whoa, guys!
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He's cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage. The Monster Queen would pay a great sum for such a creature.
Really? How great?
How are you okay with this?
Because I know what I am. And I know what he ain't.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Well, I think Groot's more convincing, in the traditional monster sense. Groot, buddy, first of all, thank you. And second of all, I want you to know we're gonna bust you out of there right after, okay? I am Groot. All right, let's do this. Let's go sell a monster.
We're not seriously flying in today.
They say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
That's not how women work.
Or weather. Anyways, I'm sure it looks worse than it is.
There! That's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Get us in close, Quill. I don't want to walk in this.
Yep, no problem. You're flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment. Piece of cake.
You can't be serious.
What? This way we can scope things out before we finish the transaction.
We're like 100 clicks from her base.
You know how much I like scoping. Nope. Okay.
Next time, I'm flying.
Are you sure the Leafy One is ready for this?
Nope.
He'll be fine.
Don't you get all gloomy right now. Don't help.
Because you're constant complaining, Des?
You are complaining about the short one complaining.
We're all complaining. Happy?
I am Groot.
No, we should not go. We got to. It's different. Of course, it had to be raining. I hate wet.
They say that Seknarf 9 is inhospitable to soft-bodied beings. We shall see how you fare, Peter Quill. We accomplish nothing by lingering in the ship.
How about staying dry? That's an accomplishment.
Hope that jacket of yours is waterproof.
Looks broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it. Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay.
I am Groot.
Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something.
I am Groot.
That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it.
I am Groot.
Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check!
Don't need to. Cheap scut like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Telinism? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding.
I am Groot.
You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation.
I am Groot.
They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am in Groot.
So there's hope for us yet.
I am Groot.
You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left.
I'm Groot.
Man, those first few years, half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and I don't even want. TV did not prepare me for the reality. Honestly, man, you're loved by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us.
I am Groot.
I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows? If this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or I don't know.
I am Groot.
It'd be nice to finally talk to you. Glad we had this little chat.
I am Groot.
Awesome. Cool. I bet Corral would have found whatever we tried to hide anyways.
Why don't we ever get missions on nice, warm, dry planets? Paramitar did have a nice forest, because it was dry. Bet we could have made some money if we'd stopped by Nowhere first.
Will you please stop? I can't believe I'm about to say this, but how about some positivity for a change?
Positivity?
Why does this thing...
I don't go into your room and touch your stuff, Quill.
What? You hacked my visor and added a scoreboard to it while I was sleeping.
That was different. I improved it. Also, did anyone tell you that you snore? I thought Drax was bad, but wow, Quill, you should really get that checked. You sound like a Torg.
I don't snore that loud.
Yeah, okay.
So what is this thing anyway? It kind of looks like a metal face hugger.
That is clearly a spinal control unit.
Yes, right, of course, a spinal control thingy.
Back on Half-World, Kree scientists use these to keep us super soldiers in line. They'd press a big, fun red button and zap! Instant obedience.
Holy crap. Rocket. How many of you super soldiers were there on Half-World?
When the Kree started, 100, maybe. By the time I escaped, just me and Lila. She was the first one not to die from the control unit.
And Lila is also a...
What, a raccoon?
or not, a raccoon?
You gotta understand, she was afraid of them, and the control unit made sure we stayed in line, that I stayed in line.
Oh, that sounds... awful. I can't imagine.
So, I did what I do best. I found a way to overload the control unit. When the Blueskins let us out of our cage, kaboom! I blew a hole into the side of the lab. What we didn't know, what I didn't know, was that the lab was protected by sentry bots. We got to the security fence and Lila covered me while I hacked the modulator frequency, and as soon as it opened, she pushed me through the door. I heard her die, Quill.
Rocket.
Doesn't matter now. Past is the past, right? And that thing, it's just a reminder.
What exactly did the Kree do to you?
They ripped me apart and rebuilt me over and over and over again until I became this half-finished thing they could mold and shape and control.
Oh, Rocket, I had no idea. I mean, I knew the Kree Empire was desperate, but...
Do you know what it's like to lose all control of your body? To be in constant pain, trapped inside yourself, unable to stop the horrible things you're doing? That control unit made sure I did what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, whether I wanted to or not. A neat, furry little machine of death. Didn't take long to figure out I was better off not fighting it.
Okay. Then let's shoot this thing out the airlock. Have a little middle finger salute ceremony to the bastards who built it.
I don't think I'm ready to let go of that part of me yet. Maybe one day.
Are you 100% sure you want to keep it? What if it...
Controls me? I decided a long time ago, Quill, that I would never let anyone control me again. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another useful piece of junk and a few bad memories.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that, Rocket. For real.
Wait, isn't Parameter where we got ambushed by machete-wielding goons?
I believe they were hatchet-wielding goons, but they were after Peter Quill.
Who cares about the hatchet, guys? It wasn't raining, and we weren't about to be selling one of us. Be right there, you impatient flark snuffle. Ding, ding, done. Now that that's done, can we get a move on, Jelly Legs?
Ugh, Groot. Why? Okay, here we go.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good! We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part. Whoa! That is some really crazy lightning out there. Never seen anything like it.
Meteorological suicide is what it is.
Whoop! Ah! Ew! Ah! Ouch! Ah. Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking!
Hey, Stormlord. We ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
I faced more than enough hardship. Thank you very much.
At least we'll have time to think about our sales pitch. We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. You must face Lady Hellbender's rage head on.
Almost sounds like you want to get hit by
That was way too close.
Well played, Lady Hellbender.
So we're still doing this?
Yes!
These Daston mushrooms all look the same.
Guys! Focus! Keep an eye out on those big blue ones and take cover when they hit. Or we'll get blown right off!
Good advice. Okay, this might be more dangerous than I thought.
For danger!
Yeah, keyword live.
If any of you die, I'm going back to the ship.
Everyone okay? We should have gone to Maku 4.
Hey, check out the old resistance ship. Thing's been shot to hell.
No doubt by this one and her Chitauri friends.
We weren't friends.
Guys,
Not sure. But it ain't moving now.
Would be wary, rodent.
You know what? I survived freaking Half-World. I think I'm scared of some little bit. Ah!
It's not alone. Get ready!
I'm gonna get mud in my throat. Perhaps you would prefer this gelatinous substance.
I was getting bored anyway.
These fly-by lightning wasn't exactly enough for you?
I slice off a piece and it grows back!
Try to stand me.
Relax. Your reflexes are commendable.
Slice and dice! Straight to the core!
The blobs are no match for your sword, assassin.
They keep moving around!
Ha! You must be quicker, assassin.
Jelly's no good.
The outermost is only a distraction from its nucleus. Gelatin is
Send it that way,
satisfying.
Drax.
Right.
I'll take your word on that. Blitz him, Rocket! What are these things?
Keep moving around!
Come on, we got this!
Sure, someone get me a look at the core!
I was getting forward anyway.
I must reluctantly agree.
The claw's on a warpath!
Make like a tree! What are these things?
Shoot first, questions later. Might want to check on that meter.
Well, slime's speeding up!
We
I will
need
not
to
be
destroy
bested
the
so
jet.
easily.
Smash it! Go get him, Ryder!
Rocket! Blast the this is the local fauna!
Won't be the last thing that tries to kill us.
Your reflexes are commendable, rodent.
So that's what a monster around here looks like?
We are outside Lady Hellbender's sanctuary. The creatures here are not her pets.
They sort of do look like food.
We're gonna be food if we don't climb out of here. There's a trail going through the jungle. Try to find a way up.
No else fails, shoot stuff.
Having fun?
Didn't think I'd ever be shooting at a resistance ship. Drax, you could pull this reactor out gently, right?
If it were combustible, the rodent would have shot it by now.
He makes an excellent point.
Shall I continue ripping it apart?
No. I think we're good.
Great. We made it halfway up.
I'm going to scout ahead. Try not to kill yourselves on the way up.
There they are. Wing controls.
All right, Rocket, that wing control panel's all yours. If it still works.
Great. Everyone watch out for beeping red lights.
What? Why?
This is a resistance ship. We'll be lucky if there's only one booby trap on it.
What the flark?
That don't sound like no jelly thing.
They say that Lady Hellbender's call echoes throughout the planet.
That don't sound like no lady either.
Careful. Looks like something big moved through here.
Yay.
If you see anything with claws the size of Drax, let me know.
I thought we already had our monster. What's she tracking this thing for?
For sport.
Nothing wrong with a little sport. A girl has to keep busy.
You are looking for trouble, assassin.
There's further proof that we are not welcome here. If we turn back every time we ain't wanted, we never go anywhere.
Good point.
You get us through here, Gamora.
Whatever it takes to find Hellbender.
Her name is Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, Gamora.
If we want an audience with her, we will have to start showing some respect.
This from the guy who calls me Harlot Spawn of Thanos.
An accurate description. We all know which harlot spawned it first.
What about her sister Nebula?
Gamora's actually adopted, so not even that accurate.
Yeah. Also, not a harlot.
Right. That too. Should we ask them for directions?
I'm thinking maybe they are directions.
Seriously? Oh, like a signpost or something.
I'm not saying it's an arrow with the word fortress on it, but statues suggest civilization, and the only settlement I saw when we were topside.
Was Lady Hellbender's fortress.
those trees look like?
Like giant strings of saltwater taffy!
What? What's taffy?
It's sweet and delicious and it melts in your mouth.
And looks like a tree, apparently.
And it is made of salted water.
No! That's just the name.
Now where'd he go? Hey, Quill! You out laying your eggs or something?
That is not how Terrans reproduce.
Not how most Terrans reproduce. That's what makes our Quill so special.
Interesting.
I don't lay eggs.
Looks... dead end. That's just great.
Wait, is that Shatari tech over there?
Ask the Chitauri.
No, it is. It's a retractable bridge. They used them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
We do not have time to dawdle in this jungle. I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face! Put me down!
We're not throwing rocket.
Very well.
You sons of fucking chogs!
How will we cross?
Look around. We'll find another way.
Yeah, I'm fine. My problem is Meathead trying to hug me old god again.
You are overreacting. I did not throw you. And there should be no problem.
I'm watching you. Happy and psychopath.
There has to be something we can use. Maybe a tall tree? Taller than Groot.
Wow, it is dark in here.
If you bump into any monsters, let us know.
Monster Planet. Right.
Think these statues are of the monsters on this planet?
They're made of rock.
Hey, my shooting's not aimless. Everything I do is with purpose and, you know, heroism. Hey, I found more ruins down here.
Ah, perhaps we could fashion a catapult.
A miracle it's still standing in these storms.
I may have angered them.
Them?
We're being hunted.
All right. Let's try not to fall.
That's your pep talk? Great place to leave a sculpture.
Wait, hear that?
Brace up, people.
Incoming!
Fucking monster things! Everyone get ready!
Move it!
I'm starting to miss those jellyfish!
Don't jinx us! Move the way, Rocket! Oh, you're like flying pigs!
Pigs fly by when you're having fun!
Make them hurt, Gamora!
Don't sit!
I will face all of the humans!
Don't forget, we're selling one of those beasts!
So glad you worked all this way away, Will!
Your tone does not imply gratitude.
Hey, got one! These things would have come in handy a second ago!
I don't think that I'd let you ride them over the ravine!
We can fly these beasts straight to me, Elden!
Max! I'm not calling you fat, but... Gamora! Run them through! Low! They're like flying ticks!
A tick is a measurement of time, Peter Quill.
You owe me one, Quill!
Not going in pocket! Do your thing!
What is next, Peter Quill?
Lay on the hurt!
And enough of these inferior creatures. I yearn for one.
Yeah, I'm feeling all turned. Around as well. Where the fuck are we?
Just look around.
Why are we so sure this is the way?
The statues here didn't walk into place. They were carried.
Carried. By whom? For what purpose?
I thought you were supposed to be the Lady Hellbender expert.
There was nothing in the pamphlet about statues.
All right, Gamora. Pretty sure it's this way.
50 units says it ain't.
He doesn't have 50 units.
No way are we almost there. Still got like half a planet to walk across.
Lady Hellbender could cross this jungle in 7 strides.
Sure she could.
Or she would have flown over the mountains.
Oh, she flies now.
She possesses flying creatures.
I heard she shoots lasers out of her eyes.
Now we're talking.
Gamora, mind cutting us a path?
They say that Lady Hellbender feels it every time you cut a piece of her jungle.
An old Nova bomber. I haven't seen one of these since the war. I remember it used to take a dozen ships to bring one down.
A dozen ships, or 1 Chitauri infiltrator.
I'll take that one as a compliment.
Still no sign of the fortress?
Nope. We even sure this is the right way?
Yes,
Now what's the holdup?
fear.
No. Just thinking someone else should cross the death pit first. Being Groot of the merchandise.
Only one of you is the merchandise.
Plan A and Plan B, okay?
Anyone else feeling ready to move on?
Groot says no.
Just go.
No, you just go.
Someone go!
Don't leaders usually cross first?
Not if it's dangerous. Because I need to cover everyone.
Right.
See, it's fine. Perfectly safe.
Fine.
Do not even think of pushing the assassin.
There are so many better ways to kill someone.
Easy does it.
Groot says there's something down there.
Monster.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It's unstable either way. Just move!